Well, there's 10123 here, and this is a Thomas from Nowhere layout. This is my 6th layout, and I hope you enjoy. And also in this layout, I'll be showing you new items I've just recently purchased, and from this opening scene, you can probably guess what they are. Well, let's just widen out here from the Farquhar sheds. This is one of the first things that I've bought, and the 1992 Thomas, the 1994 Toby, and what I'd really need, the 1992 Special Engine Shed. That little knobby bit on the side. That's my first things I've bought, but let's just widen out from this layout, and I'll give you a massive overview of the layout. Yeah, pretty big layout. As you can see, you could probably guess there's a lot of new stuff. But we'll go over to Ellsbridge Station, or the main station, because I couldn't be bothered to put Knapford in, and I don't like Knapford. And you can probably guess, I have got Ellsbridge Station now. I have purchased the 1994 Ellsbridge Station. And Pedestrian Bridge, I got Pedestrian Bridge. So there's Gordon and Henry with the two expresses, the Moray Expresses. It comes down to a switch with some trees. Then there's Duncan, but we'll get onto that a bit later. Goes round. There's the 1992 Thomas Comes to Breakfast house with two other houses. That's one of the things I just bought. It comes into the docks with a single. Then it comes into the cargo crane that I also purchased. It comes into the docks with a lot of cargo. There's Dennis and Salty getting cargo. Sodaway Tugboat and Bulstrode. Then there's the lighthouse, the 1992 lighthouse. That's also one of my purchases. With a big lot. And I was jumping up and down for it. And then there's Spencer. Oops, that's the wrong line. We'll get there a bit later though. It comes down here this line, over the Archstone Bridge to Maithwaite Station. Goes round, then comes to Dryall Station and Dryall Village. Then it comes through Tunnel Valley. Lot of tunnels. Then it comes to Vickerstown, where the steelworks is, where Victor and Whiff are. Then it comes to another Archstone Bridge. Comes to a point, and there's Murdoch with a goods train. We get a bit later. It comes over here, over the bridges where Culdy is. And it comes down, and there's the Flying Scotsman talking to Stanley, Marvin, and Falcon. What's the handle? And these three lines. Oh, and that line goes to the coal station, and it goes back to the station. These three lines converge and come onto Henry's Tunnel. Yes, I have got Henry's Tunnel. I have finally got it. So I was over the moon when I saw that. And here's Harry, Bert, and Diesel sitting on the top of it, plotting something. That'll play out in season 2. We'll go from Harry's line and Stanley's line. It comes down to the oil depot. Then it comes to this switch. Then it comes down to another two switches. Then there's Stepney pulling Henrietta, Rosie pulling Annie and Clarabelle, and Billy pulling the mail. Of course, because Toby, Percy and Thomas are in the sheds. There's the water tower. Then we come to Stepney's line, and it comes back through. It comes to a single box where Mike is with the milk. And that goes through Henry's Tunnel. We'll get there in a couple of seconds. Then this line comes down, comes to Farquhar, where Neville, Bill and Ben and the Chinese Dragon are. It's Farquhar Station. Then there's Edward and Mavis. It comes down and back to the Farquhar sheds. This line comes onto this line, where Derek and Molly are. Then it comes to see where Duncan is. Then it comes to Peter Sam. And this line comes down to where Frank is, to Emily and Arthur is. And then this line loops around back to the Farquhar sheds. This line comes into, I forgot what the name is now. I think, yes, it's Wellsworth Station. Thank you. Just remembered it. There's a couple of things there. There's a building here. This is one of the purchases I got. And this line comes back to Rosie and Billy. And the rest of the line comes back down here, past the yards. Comes to Fergus with a barrel car and Rusty with a barrel car. And this line comes down. That's where Dennis is. It comes to Spencer and the Big City Engine, or I'm going to call him Euston. And then there's another one of the purchases is a 1994 building. Then it comes past the back of the yards and comes to where the pack are working, and that'll play out in season 2 of why that rubble's there. You come around back of Dryall Village. It comes to Tinmouth Sheds. Emily is there now. Heroes at Tinmouth Station. It comes round to Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory. Harold's Landing Pad, and it comes to the toll booth. You can't really see it. But then there's another chocolate factory, and on the track, a Donald and Douglas with a long line of freight cars. Then there's Douglas over there. And the sign comes under the bridge to a point. Then there's Duke in the countryside bathing. Then it comes into the other side of Henry's Tunnel. And that comes back to where Mike is. But this point here comes down underneath Murdoch's goods train, comes through another point, and comes into Knapford Sheds. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sheds on the outside, and there's 5 sheds. There's Mighty Mac, Boko, and James in the sheds. This point comes round to where Duck and also Coach are, going to the middle track of Henry's Tunnel where Diesel is. This line comes into one of the best parts. The 3-way switches, I've got 3 of these in the purchases. And this comes into the marshalling yard, where Oliver, Bertram and Scrap Cars, that's another one of my purchases. Then there's the Celerero repair. Then we come into the actual yard where Scalori and Rheneas. Yes, I have finally got Rheneas. It's a 1998 Rheneas with the wooden funnel. Then we come into the actual yard, and we've got Chocolate Rickety. I've got Chocolate Rickety, Scruffy, Fred, a Trilson truck, a great Trilson truck, another Trilson truck, the 2 China Clay cars, a 1992 Trilson truck that came with a Thomas, and you're probably wondering where all those came from. It came from the 1992 22-piece starter set. I took out the box. You're probably going to scrap with me for that. Then there's another Scruffy, 2 Gillies and Trilson trucks, and that's the end of the yards. That's my favourite part of the thing. Then there's the 2 barrel loaders. I think I've gone over everything. Oh, there's Harvey, if you forgot him. I think that's everything, really, on this layout. Oh, and did I already say this? But there's Peter Sam, where Thomas runs the breakfast houses. That's pretty much it. So I'll just give you the big overview of the layout before I go. This will be featured in season 2. They'll probably be coming out in December sometime. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. And there will be more reviews on the tables, so don't worry. So goodbye guys, thank you for watching.